Kamala Harris reveals Biden's 2023 priorities includes inflation, job growth, never been more optimistic. Vice President Kamala Harris teased the Biden administration's top priorities for 2023, following a meeting at the White House Thursday with members of the cabinet. After the meeting, Harris shared a photo of the administration's top officials at the White House and said they would be focusing on slashing inflation, job growth, and growing the economy. In the tweet, the vice president said she has never been more optimistic about our future. I've never been more optimistic about our future. Today, standing with President Joe Biden and other members of the cabinet, we discussed our plan for 2023. Together we will deliver on lowering inflation, creating more jobs, and building an economy that works for everyone, she wrote. Harris's first 2 years in office have caused quite a headache for the administration as she continuously faces backlash over how she carries out her official duties. While Biden appointed her as the immigration czar 2 years ago, when she was tasked with finding and addressing the root cause of the current immigration crisis, she has yet to visit the U.S. Mexico border. She is also widely criticized in the media over her many staffing exoduses and her fairly common word salad comments. Like, in September, when Harris traveled along with Education Secretary Miguel Cardona to Claflin University in South Carolina, she overly emphasized that community banks were located in one's own community. She said, "We invested an additional $12 billion into community banks, because we know community banks are in the community, and understand the needs and desires of that community as well as the talent and capacity of community." Harris also gave a bewildered response to the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. During a CBS News interview in July, Harris suggested the landmark decision should have remained in place. "I think that, to be very honest with you, I do believe that we should have rightly believed, but we certainly believe that certain issues are just settled. Certain issues are just settled." Despite the apparent lack of media support, Harris said in a recent interview that 2022 was a strong year for her. "There are things that I've done as vice president that fully demonstrate the strength of my leadership as vice president that have not received the kind of coverage that I think the Dobbs decision did receive," Harris said during an interview last month with Washington Post columnist Jonathan Capehart. An optimistic 2023 viewpoint comes as current U.S. inflation sits at 7.1%, which is down from the summer's high of 9.1% but up from the 1.4% it was on day one of the Biden administration. Prices are also up 13.8% and the average family in America has lost $5,800 in annual income. As for the direction of the country under Biden and Harris, a whopping 75% of people said in an August 24 newsread.blogspot.com news poll that they were dissatisfied. The unhappiness was shared by Republicans, Democrats, and independents alike as large majorities rate the economy negatively, fail to see signs of a recovery, and are generally unhappy with the way things are going in the country. As for the direction of the country under Biden and Harris, a whopping 75% of people said in an August 24 newsread.blogspot.com news poll that they were dissatisfied. The unhappiness was shared by Republicans, Democrats, and independents alike as large majorities rate the economy negatively, fail to see signs of a recovery, and are generally unhappy with the way things are going in the country. Happy with the way things are going in the country.
Subscribe our YouTube channel and click our bell icon for new videos.